Hello, it's Sarah Berry here from stampwithsarah.co.uk. I'm an independent Stampin Up demonstrator and I live in Morecambe in Lancashire in the UK. Today I have a video for you, but firstly I'm going to tell you very quickly about the new catalogues that are out, and they'll be out on the 4th of January 2017. So if you'd like a copy of these two, the brand new ones, then please let me know and I will send you a copy. If you'd also like a copy of the annual catalogue, then you're more than welcome to have a copy of that one too. I send all the catalogues out for free, and I don't charge for the catalogues, and I also don't charge for the postage. So when you get the catalogues, you will have a wish list, and also what to do if you've got a really large wish list. It's a bit of a mouthful. So this catalogue at the moment, I can't open it and show you, along with the spring summer catalogue. I can't open it and show you the inside pages, but what I can do is I can actually make cards that are featured inside these pages, and I'm going to do that for you now. So the stamp set that I'm using is going to be this one, So Very Much, and it features the really big thank you. Now it's not on the front of this catalogue, but I'm allowed to tell you that it is in the Sale-A-Bration catalogue, which is this little small one here. Now inside this catalogue there are 12 different items that you can choose and have for free with each £45 that you spend between the 4th of January and the 31st of March. So if you like the look of this one, then this could be yours, and it can go into your parcel with your £45 order. So as I said, I can't show you the inside of the Sale-A-Bration catalogue, but what I can do is make the card that the Stampin Up design team have, and the concept artists I should say, have made. So I'm going to get started. So first of all I'm going to mount my thank you stamp. Now the stamp set that I have here is the wooden version. You can get this in a clear mount version, which is basically clear mount. It does not mean it's a see-through stamp. It means that it is red rubber like this, but instead of being sticky, this one is sticky because it's the wood version. Instead of being sticky, it's a cling, so it will cling to your acrylic block. But this time I've got a wooden stamp set here. Okay, just take a moment to think about the right position. So that's all you do, you just pop that onto your wooden block, and that is really stuck well onto your wooden block. You're not really going to peel that off in a hurry. Oh, it's not focusing. There we are. So you can see you've got the thick foam there, and then the thick rubber, which is the thank you. Okay, so flip it over, make sure you have the right your stamp the right way up, and then you just peel the sticker off and place it onto your stamp. Let me just check. Oh yeah. Like that. Isn't that a really big stamp? So the next one I need is from All of Us, because that's what the card has got on it in the Sale-A-Bration catalogue. So these blocks are quite similar in size. So what you need to do is line them up like this and place your rubber onto the block before you stick them all down. Okay, that one's upside down. So the one I need is from All of Us. Okay, so those are ready. This can just go in the bin. So now I've got my stamps ready, I'm going to move on to the base card now. And the base card is made from Peekaboo Peach, and it's a big card. So this is an A4 piece of paper. I'm just going to score it in half. A4 piece of card, I should say, it's not paper. So half of A4 is 14.8 centimetres, or 5 3/4 inches. Okay, so that's my base card. So it's a really big card, this one. It's A5. Right, so my thank you is stamped in Peekaboo Peach, and the Peekaboo Peach is the same colour as the card, so they match. You can see how well the colours go. Now this is a big stamp, so I recommend that you go round like this and have a quick look. Some people prefer to take their ink pad to the stamp when it's quite a big size like this. So I just need to cover the whole of the card, keeping the stamp at this angle, because this is what the card is like. Now I have got my Stampin' out just in case I thought I needed it, and for those of you that are used to using the Stampin' which is this little thing here with the acrylic sheet, then I recommend that you do use it with the wooden block stamp set. But I'm not doing too badly here. Okay, so that is the card all covered. Next up, I need to bring in my Big Shot. And I have a piece of Whisper White card, which is the thin Whisper White card. We do have a thick version, and I'm going to cut out the largest of these frames here. Okay, so here it is, and that will just pop out. I just need to use my stamp again and ink it up in Peekaboo Peach and stamp across. Try and get it centered. Oh, lovely. Isn't that nice? I think this is going to be really popular. It's so pretty. Okay, so the card is starting to come together. That's the end of the Peekaboo Peach ink pad. Now I have a piece of Sahara sand cardstock. I've got a couple of pieces, and I also have this stamp set called Flourishing Phrases. Now I'm not using any of the stamps in this set, but I'm actually using some of one of the dies that coordinates with this stamp set. Now you can buy this as a bundle, or you can buy them separately. When you buy them as a bundle, you save 10% on the retail price. I'll just get that. There we go. I need to get that out. There we go. Okay, so I'm putting the rest of this away. So this is the die that I'll be using. You can see it's very detailed, and all these little pieces. And for that reason, because it's so intricate, I'm going to be using the black plate that goes into the Big Shot. And this is the black plate. This is called the Precision Base Plate. And when you have it in your Big Shot, this basically replaces one of your clear plates. So instead of having two of these, you have the black plate and the clear plate, and you just have your card and your die in the middle here as normal. So your card will go in like that, and your die would go face down with the cutting edge down. So I'm going to do 3 of these. This will go on top of the normal base plate that you have. Okay, so I have cut out 3. You can see I've got 2 here, and I just need to push these little pieces out. This is the last one, and it's still in the card here. You just want to pop that out. I've got my sponge mat here and also the die brush, and the die brush has really fine bristles that will actually poke through the holes in the die and pop this out, because there's no way I'm getting this out with my finger. So this is perfect for using this. So you just do that and you'll find that it will come out. Not too hard, not too light. There you are. There's the flower. Leaves, sorry. Okay, so that's my 3. And I have a piercing tool. And the piercing tool I will just use on top of the die mat, the brush mat, and pop directly onto those ones that haven't come out yet. They're all cut, but I'll just pop them out. So the Sahara sand is the lightest brown that we do, and I absolutely love it. I use it all of the time. Okay, so that's my 3 leaves cut out. Now I'm going to put them onto the card now. So I'm looking at the card in the Sale-A-Bration book. I'm going to put a piece of glue, which is the snail, under here. And that's just going to anchor my leaves for me already. Seems a bit of a backwards way of doing it, but I know they'll be in the right place, and I want them on the back of the card, and these are going to be on foam pads. Okay, so the next bit I want to do is just take my scissors and trim this excess off, because it will only just get in the way underneath the card. Okay. So now I'm going to put foam pads on the back of this. Our foam pads are called Stampin Dimensionals, and they're a hexagon shape. And you don't need too many. I think I'll do 5, like that. And this goes on here. So the reason for this large card is that it's designed for several people to sign the card. Obviously you don't have to do that, but this is what the Spring Summer book is recommending. Okay, so next I need a piece of Pear Pizzazz. And Pear Pizzazz is a green cardstock. And I'm going to cut it down. I'm going to cut it to 1.5 centimetres, which I will do that way. I don't know why I was doing it that way. Okay, now I have, where did I put that stamp set? So next up I've got some white craft ink, and the white craft ink is a chalk ink, so it just takes a little while longer to dry. Make sure I've got lots of ink on here, as you can see, and I line my paper up straight on my grid paper. There we go, from all of us. Now I'm going to take my scissors and trim this down a little bit here, and put a little V. Okay, mine is a bit thicker than the Stampin Up catalogue, but I quite like that, it's quite nice. There we go. So I'm just going to use a glue dot to fix that down. And our glue dots come on a roll. There we go. Alright, and then the last touch I can see in the Sale-A-Bration book, or the second to last I should say, is some of these enamel dots that we have. Now these are the packet that you can get in the in colours, and this is the 2016 to 2018 in colours. And we have Flirty Flamingo, Emerald Envy, Dapper Denim, Sweet Sugar Plum, and lastly is Peekaboo Peach. Now these are just scattered around, and I'll probably use my piercing tool for this. I really like the colour, the same colour on the card. Everything's just so easy with the same colours, isn't it? I'll put that one there. Okay, then the last touch is a little bit of linen thread. This is the linen thread that we have, and it's on a card like this. I'm going to unravel it, and it's actually wrapped around the inside of the card and tied with a bow at the top. It's just one layer. Oh, but actually, I'm just looking, what they've actually done in the catalogue is pierced a hole here and here and tied it. I might just do that because I think that's really nice. So I'll use my die brush, and how will I measure? I'll use the block. So I'll do it there and there. So I've just used the length of my block here to make sure I've got an even space, but you could quite easily just use a ruler. So this is threaded through the card. Inside is actually an insert. Now I haven't got a paper insert ready today, but you can see in the catalogue that the card is slightly open. So when you get your catalogue, just have a look at the card that I've made now. I can't thread it through. And you'll see that this card will make complete sense to you when you see the catalogue. It's a really nice way of just putting an insert in actually without using glue. So you would pierce the holes straight through the two layers of the card and the insert, and that's just got a bow there. I always take the tails of the bow and pull them out straight so they're the same length. And there we are. So this is one of the cards in the Sale-A-Bration catalogue. I think it's really, really stunning. I love the colour. It's not a colour that I would go for if I was to choose out of all of the 58 colours that we have in the catalogue, but it really does work, having the same colour and everything that matches. So there we are. That's the one of the cards that you can find in the Sale-A-Bration catalogue. And if you'd like to see some more sneak peeks, please keep following me all of this week. Thanks for watching. Take care. Bye bye.